You may remember a couple of months ago on the program, Aaron and I were invited along to a bit of a Sunday bash. It was the Jeep Go Topless Day hosted by John Hughes, and while we were there, we uncovered two things. One, the Jeep Wrangler has more passionate followers now than ever before, and two, you never assume a Jeep owner's sausages are there for the taking. We learned the hard way.
What's going on? Hey, what's this?
Fellas, I was helping out in the barbecue. I thought
You said these were yours. So when I made the call to the John Hughes showroom to see if I could get up close and personal with one of these little beauties, you can imagine my surprise when they said, we can give you one, but it's very bright. They call it rock lobster, but let's be honest, it's only one shade away from pink. I should make mention that many years ago, this was a vehicle that was very close to my heart. In fact, one of my first cars was a Jeep Renegade convertible. There's just a few dials on the dash, 3 gears to choose from, but my God, could it go anywhere. Today, I want to find out just how far these cars have come. This little baby is the 2013 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Now, it's powered by a 3.6 litre V6 petrol engine, and it comes either as a 5-speed auto or a 6-speed manual. Now, I may not get the chance to leave the tarmac today, but on that Jeep Topless Day that I mentioned earlier, Aaron and I were surrounded by conversations on just how capable this car is off-road. It digs deeper, it goes further, and is by far more fun than any of its competitors. The off-road confidence comes from knowing you've got Jeep's legendary Pentastar aluminium motor pushing out 209 kilowatts of power. Command track delivering that power equally to all four corners, and a remarkable amount of ground clearance, 223 millimetres in fact. And as you can see, it's a great looking vehicle too. Solid, I think, is the right choice of word. Tough is another. They've kept these rugged hood latches as part of the Jeep tradition and added these high impact flares and bumpers. Speaking of tradition, what's a Jeep without its unmistakable 7-slot grille? Now you marry that to these round halogen headlights and you've got an expression that Jeep lovers wouldn't change for the world. Behind the scenes, a heavy-duty front and rear axle and front and rear Tru-Lock diff lockers will keep you powering through the tough terrain. Now these are usually the kind of add-ons serious four-wheel drivers buy aftermarket, but with the Rubicon, it comes ready to party. Rock rails will help you avoid any panel damage as you slide over the boulders, and a really handy feature is the tyre pressure monitoring, which is displayed back in the cab. But it's time to take things inside. Now let's start with the seats. They're just as versatile as the vehicle itself with the fold and tumble rear seat. There's 425 litres of cargo room with the rear seats tumbled, and then there's a whopping 714 litres with them removed. I must say, a lot has happened in here since my 1975 Renegade. I think I had a speedo, there was a fuel gauge and a tape deck. This is just beautiful. Front and centre is this leather-wrapped steering wheel with multi-function controls. Sport seats will stop you slipping out the window while on a rock climb, and these deep tint windows make it hard for onlookers to see what kind of person drives such a loud car. Turns out that person's me. Now, of course, they do come in a wonderful range of colours other than lobster, so the best thing I can suggest is you pop into John Hughes Jeep in Victoria Park and check out the display yourself. If you want to know any more, go to zoomtv.com.au and follow the links.